Hi there.
Hey.
Welcome back. This is a very special
episode.
viewer podcast episode of we were given a fun opportunity to get a, what do you call it, an advanced screening of a documentary, yay! Called Strange Journey, the story of Rocky Horror, yay! Because it is 50 years old this year.
Yes,
isn't that wild?
It is wild. It is wild. And
it's crazy.
Brought to us by the studio. It is Kaleidoscope
Entertainment.
Yep.
It was directed by Richard O'Brien's son, Linus O'Brien. Richard O'Brien being the writer and creator of the Rocky Horror Show.
Mm-hmm. This will be it's in UK and Irish cinemas as of October 3rd, sorry.
Yeah.
And this comes to us from Strike Media. So that's who gave us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so thank you, Strike.
Very, very much thank you.
Yes. I did not watch because I knew this is your aficionado.
This is my wheelhouse. Yeah. I love Tim Curry so much.
This is like right in your...
I'm still kicking myself that I didn't make like time to meet him at the New York Comic Con a couple years ago. I'm still kicking myself for that because he's doing okay, but you never know. This movie's 50 years old.
Yeah,
they're all in their pushing 70s.
This is a weird summer. We've got Jaws at 50.
I know.
Yeah. There's another one that was like this year too. I forgot which one.
Another 75 movie.
Yeah.
Good. No kidding. Sorry. So I was super stoked. I think everybody remembers. It's kind of like things like it's so cultural zeitgeist, right? Everybody kind of remembers their first time listening to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, or Led Zeppelin, or something that is kind of a cultural rite of passage.
Yeah, that
as you age. Yes, exactly. This became one of those things. I was in high school when I first watched this, and I watched this with a bunch of friends, and I was like, why are they talking during the movie? What is happening? And that was the first time I watched it unedited for TV. The first time I laid my eyes on this was it was Halloween. I think I was 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. I had a TV in my room and was watching VH1, and they were showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show after hours. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there separating my candy, organizing as I do my bit of honeys with the Butterfingers. And I'm watching this and I'm like, Tim Curry, I love him. And I'm like, this is a very young Tim Curry. And what is he wearing? What's happening? Oh my, Susan Sarandon, what is going on?
I had that with Waiting for Guffman.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was hooked instantly. But there were some things going on in the movie where I was like, I was a little young, but I fell in love with it immediately. I loved the music, and I was like, Meatloaf, what the,
You love Meatloaf.
I do love me some Meatloaf, R.I.P. There were other people, a bunch of other people interviewed. There was just about everybody from the cast and from the original cast. Barry Bostwick, hey.
We saw Barry.
We did see Barry.
He looks great, FYI.
His hair, man. That man.
Yeah.
All last.
Yeah.
Tim Curry was interviewed. It follows Richard O'Brien now. And he and his son are kind of reminiscing about, and he's asking questions about, the start of the show and all that. And Richard O'Brien, when he started on Broadway, they were doing hair. A lot of people did hair.
Yeah.
And then after that, they would do Jesus Christ Superstar. And then kind of over time, he's had this idea for a show and but I just love this. I loved hearing everybody's stories, like cast member stories behind the scenes.
What we do usually a compliment sandwich. So we start with the top pro, and then we move to the middle, which is the meat, something we didn't like as much, and then we like to end on a high note. So another pro at the bottom, our bottom bun. So for you, what is your top bun?
There's a moment, because I'm a huge Tim Curry nerd. There's a moment where he talks about the voice and how he came up with the full persona of Frankenfurter. You know, he said at first he had a German accent because Frankenfurter, you know, like he had a German accent. But then there's this cute story. He's on the bus and he heard these two ladies talking, like, do you have a home in town or the country? And it was like very thick. And he was like, that's it. She needs to sound like the queen. Or Frankenfurter needs to sound like the queen.
Yeah.
Like that very overly enunciated, pronounced English.
Yeah.
And it was perfect.
They call it the Queen's English. Yeah.
The Queen's English, exactly. Yeah. And it really makes the character because Tim Curry makes the show. I'm sorry, he does. And there's a reason why he, having started it originally in London and then in New York and then in Los Angeles, why he came along he was along with the ride, I can't talk, that they made him do the movie too. He is Frankenfurter. He makes the movie. If you aren't buying what he's selling, you're not going to like this.
Yeah.
But instantly, he just has this personality and wonderful voice and just so crazy.
Love it. Something you didn't like as much.
Well, about the documentary.
Yes. I mean, it could just be like, it could be nothing.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Nothing. I love documentaries. And I love that if you look, there's other people that they talk to, like Jack Black. And
Trixie Mattel.
And Trixie Mattel, and how it inspired them. I mean, look at Trixie Mattel in particular.
Yeah.
And Jack Black talked, particularly, he loved the movie, or he loved the music, obviously. He said he was 9, and his older sister took him to see the movie, like, in a theater with all the audience participation. He was like, I was maybe a little young, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And it makes total sense. And then they, as they're talking to Jack Black, he talks about Meatloaf and how when he saw Meatloaf, he was like, that guy. I want to be like that guy.
Oh, cool.
Like, and it, Jack Black's singing voice is outstanding and just as amazing. And in fact, probably better. But like, because even Meatloaf couldn't Meatloaf anymore.
Yeah.
That's hard because it was so high. But anyway, I love this. I drank in all the information. I just loved it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we need a bottom bun. I think you covered
I love it. I will say there was like a little tug on my heartstrings when the, current, however year old Richard O'Brien is still playing and singing the songs.
That's cool.
And like just in a sweet, like he has a very high voice.
Yeah.
But there was something about hearing him sing science fiction
for those
that warmed my heart.
Yeah, who are those who are like,
I'm a sap. I'm nostalgic.
No, but like true fans.
Yeah.
Fans, so I get it.
It was great. And it was nice to hearing people like, Susan Sarandon and Barry Bostwick saying, and that they still look back on this movie with fondness.
Yeah.
And like they know where they came from. In fact, Susan Sarandon, like her agent really did not want her to do this, but she's like, it looks fun. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Anyway, excuse my language. So,
cool.
So please, if you get a chance to watch and you're a huge fan of Rocky Horror Picture Show like me, please check out Strange Journey, the story of a Rocky Horror.
Yeah, and I'm looking to see. So for those of us in the United States, I believe you can, it is streaming now, possibly. But I think nice. Home entertainment on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital on October 20th.
Nice.
So for those in the UK, it is October 3rd in theaters.
Yay! So please check it out.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, we are normally a weekly podcast where we sit and talk about horror movies. But you can find us on a whole bunch of social media, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok.
Please like and subscribe if you like this.
Hit that notification bell.
And join us weekly on any podcatcher
you've got
that you use.
You can email us. All the stuff is linked in the description. Until next time,
keep it spooky, bitches.